talk about riding motorcycles in the dark. In the evening on your way back from work, going back home, maybe coming back from a long trip. Yeah, there are so many reasons that you might find yourself riding your motorcycle in the dark. So it is a skill that you need to learn as a motorcycle rider. You need to learn how to handle darkness with a motorcycle. Yeah, it is one of those moments that you need to take precaution. It is a little bit risky being out, especially in a season like this when the roads are flooded, it is raining, stuff like this. You need to be a little bit careful with the motorcycle. But it is not going to be an isolated case, because you never know at what point you are going to find yourself in the darkness. Not necessarily in the rainy season, even in the dry season. Darkness is darkness, and it is risky. It requires more attention, but it gets more complicated when now you get into darkness in the rainy season. So riding your motorcycle in the dark is not optional. It is something that you need to learn. It is something that you need to know how to handle. First things first, you must be seen. Being seen means you must be visible by other road users. Okay? And it starts with the kind of writing you have. Yeah, the kind of writing you have, the kind of reflectors you're wearing. If it is possible, you need to have reflectors all the way from down. You can see the trousers I'm wearing right now have reflective right down one. And the jacket I'm wearing is also striped, and I know I need to be seen. If you look at the vehicle in front of me right now, it has a lot of things that are reflecting. Okay? It has a lot of things, including the license plate, the number plate. You need to be visible from the back. You must make sure that your tail light is working. You must make sure that you have reflectors, and also your number plate is visible. It is somewhere. If someone in a vehicle or another motorcycle behind you projects their headlight towards you, the number plate is going to reflect back. If you look at the vehicle in front of me, the number plate is very, very reflective. Very, very visible, very reflective. It is part of safety measures. Second, you must be able to see. We have discussed you being seen by other people, and now you being able to see is another issue. You must be able to see. And for you to be able to see, you must have some good headlight. And if your headlight is not so good, or maybe you have eyesight issues like myself, if you have watched my videos where I'm showing my face, I'm very sure you are aware that I wear glasses. I wear glasses not because of fashion, but because I have eyesight issues. So if you are like me with eyesight issues, you need to make sure that you add some extra lighting for you to be able to see properly. Because not being able to see is going to prevent you from anticipating what is going to happen. If you cannot see properly, like you cannot see 20 meters in front of you, you are at a very serious risk of hitting something. Maybe someone is walking, you did not even see them. Maybe there is a vehicle that has stalled, you have not seen it. Maybe there is a trench, you have not seen it. So, if you cannot be able to see, and you cannot be able to be seen, then you are putting your life at a very serious risk. The other thing that you need to consider is speed. You need to be slow. You need to be a little bit slow. And I mean it, you need to be slow. Do not run faster than what your eyesight can see in the dark. Because you might run into a corner that you did not even get to see, or maybe you find a bump or a trench or something that is on tarmac, maybe a piece of rock, a piece of wood, someone is walking. You see, there are so many things that can go wrong. So for you to be safe, you must keep some good distance. from vehicles and also be slow. Do you see the distance? Look at this. Look at what I'm telling you. Those are kids playing. Those are kids playing and running around. So if you don't see them early enough, you're going to run into them and you're going to hit them. Or you may realize too late that they are there, and then you're going to skid and go down. You are running away from kids, you get into a trench. Lighting your motorcycle in the dark is something that requires serious attention. Do not take it like a joke. It doesn't matter whether you are a professional racer, a professional dirt bike rider, a professional whatever you call yourself. If you are riding a motorcycle in the dark, you are riding a motorcycle in the dark, and period. There's nothing to negotiate, period. Look at what is going on in front of you. There is a guy with a bicycle. The driver of that vehicle was not attentive early enough to see this guy. That driver almost ran into this guy with a bicycle. That brings me to the other point of being attentive. Being attentive. You must be attentive. It is not negotiable. You must be attentive. Try the best you can not do other things when you ride. Don't do other things when you ride it. Try and remain focused on the ride. Remain focused on the ride. Okay? Remain focused on the ride. These are small things that you may ignore, but to be honest, they are going to keep you alive and keep you safe on these highways. So, my point is, for you to be safe, riding a motorcycle in the dark, always remember those points I have highlighted. And if it is raining, like right now it has started raining, if it is raining, try and put more caution. More caution. Try and be more cautious. Okay? Try and be more cautious. Extra careful. Because rainwater can carry things like pieces of wood, pieces of rocks, and press it on tarmac. Front of. There might be a pothole that you never saw. There are so many things that can go wrong when you're riding your motorcycle in the dark and it is raining. So if it is raining, take more caution. Let's continue riding. See you around and stay safe.